Hello, I'm doing a 2-month review of my Lotus Evora. Just want to let you know that the good, the bad, and what I've experienced since I've had the car. So far, the car has been an awesome car. Really enjoyed it. It's definitely the car I want to drive every day. It's a little small for a daily driver. It's if you have to carry a laptop or definitely a passenger. I find that the best spot to put stuff is actually the front seat. And just want to do some reviews on what I found that is painful and some of the stuff that I learned. Let's talk about the problems that I've had with the car. So in 2 months, really not that many problems and very minor stuff. When I received the car, I'm like, wow, this car doesn't have a trunk light. And a couple days later, I started looking deeper into it, and I said, oh, it does have a trunk light, but the light just didn't work. Well, I found out the fuse was burnt out, so it wasn't a big deal, but trying to find a fuse was a little difficult. So it comes to find out it's in the passenger side behind the driver's door. Well, this car's locked. So, that being said, I ended up spending some time and found how to change the fuse, and everything was working. But then I found out why the fuse was burnt out is because of the trunk. So the car does die after about 7 days. I know some people on YouTube said they don't. I like to get some more feedback to see if other people have the issue. So I left the car not plugged in for a week, and I went to go drive it, and come to find out that the car was dead, and I had to jump it. And when I start the charger, the reason why the light bulb was taken out, and which caused the fuse to pop, I guess, when they put it back in, is because of when you charge it, you got to keep the trunk open. Not really a great design. If you keep the trunk open, the light stays on, which obviously is the exact opposite of trying to charge the battery. So I had to take the light out myself, and you can see that the cable's right here, just running into the back. So I tried sticking it through the grates, but eventually I'm going to end up scratching the car, and it's going to make it worse. So here are the things that I can't stand about the car. The trunk, even though it's very nice carbon fiber, the trunk does not open all the times. When you hit unlock, the trunk doesn't do anything. You have to hit unlock 4 to 20 times, and sometimes that doesn't even open the trunk. And I find the only way to open the trunk is push real heavy down on the carbon fiber trunk. When I talked to the dealer, they said, oh, the trunk wasn't really designed for this car properly, and it's too light, and I guess either A, the gauges aren't connecting, or there's not enough power to pop the trunk. So if anyone else has an Evora that has the carbon fiber or even the glass back, I'd love to know if the trunk opens on the first try like any other normal car. Another really pet peeve of mine is the gas tank. Well, you don't normally figure out that the gas tank's going to be a problem, but let me show you. Come into the car, open the gas tank, and I'll try to shut it. Oh, that time it shut first time. Well, most of the time, the gas tank won't shut. You have to keep pushing it down and down and down and jiggle the gas cap. So I'll try that one more time and see if I have a problem. And you can feel that the gas tank is very cheaply made compared to the rest of the car. It would have been better if it was some type of metal versus plastic. See, that's the problem that I have. And pushing it hard doesn't seem to help. And so what I find is you have to actually jiggle the gas tank upward in order for it to stop. So that's pretty much it for the bad. I mean, the car has been an absolute blessing to drive. I found a couple things that nobody ever asked. Does it have a spare tire? No, where would it fit? The spare tire is a can of Fix-A-Flat that they give you. There's not even a jack to open it up. I also found when you're driving the car, I was giving it all the way up to the red line, and when you do a red line, on the manual transmission, the car will stop going if you go into the red line to, I guess, protect itself from burning out. And I haven't tried sports mode or race mode yet. Just haven't had the need to. The car is very powerful. I guess race mode just turns off traction control. And I guess that's the last thing people need since I'm not taking it to the track. But I can tell you, having this type of car, I can see why people want to take it to the track. I mean, this car handles just fantastic. I'm not a track person, but I kind of wish, maybe there was a track around here. And maybe not my car, but another Lotus Evora that I can destroy. Another thing is the radio. People always dog the radio on this car. The radio's not bad. I know I said that before. The radio's not bad. Now, the GPS isn't as good as maybe Google Maps, but at the higher end unit on the 2018 Lotus Evora, the radio's fine. I mean, it's no different than any other radio. I have a subwoofer in the back. Not even sure that works. I can never hear any bass out of it. When I take it back to the dealership to get inspected, I'll have them look at it. And that's one of the things that I was really concerned about on the Lotus Evora is if it breaks, who fixes it? I don't have anybody within a 400-mile radius of this car, so I can't get it fixed very easily. It will take $2,000 for shipping for back and forth to get this car fixed. So that was a real concern. So far, this car's been a great car. And, a lot of comments as well, you should have got a Porsche. This is the car I wanted. This is a fantastic looking car. I was just worried about the reliability of the car. I have about 800 miles on it. I try to take it, as much as I can in about 2 months. I guess that's not bad, about 500 miles a month. I guess the biggest pet peeves is the trunk, the charging, and the gas cap. Short from that, the car's been great. I absolutely love it. I think that any Lotus Evora owner that doesn't have a lemon probably agrees with me. So leave your comments, let me know, and I'd love to hear the feedback from other people on their gas caps and their trunks and the battery, because I'm being told that this is just a characteristic of the car. I'd like to know if I know no other Lotus people, so this would be great to have some feedback. Thanks.